we're not completely through with the device. So I'm not sure when they made a decision to cancel the phone because we did not send out that request.
It is actually the call that was made on the 22nd, since we don't have good service in your area. That's why there was a case that was submitted about this incident or about this issue. So about the agreements that you have on your phone, so you just have to return them, and that way you won't be charged, for the accelerated charges for this lease.
Okay, once we turn all 4 phones in, we will be free from the lease agreement. Could you tell me what will be our final bill once we submit those phones in?
Let me just double check it here for you. So I'm still checking the details here. Kindly bear with me. I'm still checking your billing cycle.
Because the phones are turned off right now at this point, so there shouldn't be anything being charged anymore.
No, there's actually, as of now, there's still a charge on the bill since we haven't yet received the devices that you have. But once we receive the phones, the charges for your phones will be adjusted as well.
What I'm saying,
and I just want to ask, do you still have? I'm sorry.
No, I just said, what is the current charge that you're showing right now that I owe without the phones added to that charge?
So if you were to check the bill, it's actually zero. It should be zero.
Okay.
So as of now, it's showing 160 because of the phone, the charge for one phone. But once we receive that phone, it will be adjusted. So technically, it's actually a zero.
Okay, so 0. So we can go turn these phones in to a Sprint store today. And once you all received it, we're pretty much done with Sprint, because you like I said, they have unauthorized. They turn the phones off without authorization because my wife has never called with this issue. I've been the only one handling this. So you gave me incorrect information earlier saying that the account holder called and requested yesterday, and that's not true.
Because that's what we have here in the note. But initially, the request was actually made on the 22nd.
I made the call on the 22nd.
You were actually...
Yeah, I made that call on the 22nd.
Based on the... based on the interaction that we have here on the 22nd, you're actually complaining about the service. That's why they submitted this case, since we don't have, any service on your area.
No, sir. The case had already started because this problem has been going on since June. And you can look at the call logs and see the back-to-back dialing of the numbers, because the phone normally doesn't connect, it disconnects, and you cannot even make a complete call. So it has affected my business as an electrician. I can't call my wife. I can't call my family. It has been just a issue, and no one at Sprint seen it could solve the problem. We gave them several opportunities. I didn't ask for any money, didn't ask for anything. They offered several credits. I think we might have taken 1 or 2 credits, but I continue to want to be transferred to someone that could give me an answer in the technical department. No one from Sprint has contacted to even check up on the situation to see was the service working properly at all. We have had zero contact from Sprint. I've been calling Sprint consistently since June. And I mean, if this will resolve it, I'm okay with that, because we did not request for the lines to be canceled.
It shows here that your cycle starts every first of the month and ends every 30th. So lines were canceled at the end of the cycle, so you won't be charged anymore for the service. Now about the booster, I'll be sending you as well a return kit. In that way, you can return that boosters. So can you please verify your billing address or your mailing address?
Yeah, 1201 Grant Street, 37701.
So there you go. I was able to submit as well the request for the return kit for the booster. So just kindly wait for the return kit that we sent to you, Mr. Thomas. Okay, in that way we can remove the charges on your bill, okay? Because usually most of the charges are actually for the phones. So once we receive your phones, you won't be charged anymore.
Okay, well, I will go to a Sprint store and we will definitely submit these. And I do appreciate. Could you tell me your name, please?
My name is Paul, but I'm afraid that store won't be able to accept those phones. Just wait for the return kit that we sent to you, and then just kindly mail them back to us.
So you're saying, so you're telling me Sprint as a company, I can't take the phones back to the Sprint store? I'm not understanding that.
It's actually a different, because there's a different process that was made on the account. There's an exemption that we made on the account, but let me check.
I mean, because the store we bought the phones from, I would think we should be able to take the phones back to that store.
Let me just double check it here. So I'm still checking the details of the charges here. So regarding for this, for the devices that you have right now, Mr. Thomas, you can actually ask the Sprint corporate store if they will accept, these ones and remove the charges on the account. But if not, you need to wait for the return kit that we sent to you. Usually, our return kit will be sent within 3 to 5 business days.
So you're saying that I need to call the Sprint store to find out if they accept a Sprint phone for return?
Yeah. You need to go, if we do have their number, try to call them first.
So you don't have so you're telling me you don't have the phone number to your the Sprint store that's an authorized dealer?
Because that store, accept this kind of devices.
But that's where I bought the device from. I mean, I'm just trying to get an understanding that you as a Sprint representative, you're telling me that your Sprint store, which is an authorized dealer, you don't know whether or not they accept the Sprint phone return kit.
If you can provide me the address, I can check.
Sir, I'm asking you a question. That's a yes or no answer. I'm asking a simple question. That's a yes or no answer. When you all ask me to pay my bill, I don't say, do you want half of it? This or that. We pay our bill on time. I'm just asking a yes or no answer.
Like what I said, Mr. Thomas. Not
so
all
you can't. So as a Sprint, as a Sprint supervisor, you can't give me a yes or no answer. But you're a supervisor.
Like what I said, it depends on the store, Mr. Thomas. Not all store accept these kind of devices. That's why I'm asking the store that you would like to visit. In that way, I can check if they do accept phones.
Well, I figure that you all work together at Sprint. I don't work for Sprint. That's not my job to find the phone number for Sprint. I call the 1-800 number. I don't work for Sprint. So why is that my job to find a store for you?
Because you mentioned that you're planning to visit the store, right? That's why I'm asking what will be the store that you're planning to visit. In that way, I can check if that store do accept these phones.
That's what I'm saying. I don't work for Sprint. How could I tell? Why would I give you that? How could I give you that information? I don't work for Sprint. You should have that information. You work for Sprint.
Because I thought you know a store. That's why I'm asking the address. So you're saying that you don't know any store yet?
No, I know where some Sprint stores are located in my city, but I'm calling the Sprint 1-800 customer service number in order to resolve my issue. I'm not calling the local store. What I'm saying, I don't work for Sprint. I shouldn't have to look for a phone number for Sprint. That's your job.
That's why I'm actually checking or providing you all the information here. So the nearest store on your area, we have this store in it's located at 1702 West Broadway Avenue, Maryville. Do you know this store location?
I can find it. Yes, sir.
Let me check if they accept. So unfortunately, this store don't accept, return phones.
Well, okay. Could you find another location? I'm fine with that. Could you find another location?
So we do have this store located at 206 Morel Road, Knoxville. Do you know this store? I can actually provide you their number. That way you can call them before visiting them.
No, sir. You go right ahead and call them. I can find the store. I have other GPS devices.
They're actually still closed as of now. They will be open 10 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Should be Eastern Standard because we're on Eastern Standard Time.
So that's gonna be 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Do you have any other stores that perhaps, because that's only one potential store, and I don't want to drive there and they tell me no.
That's why I'm actually giving you the number, because as of now,
I can look up the phone. I can look up the phone number. That's not a problem. I'm just asking you, are there any other stores that you know that's in my area that will accept the return kit?
That's one of the stores.
that store will accept the return kit.
Based on the details that we have here, they do accept.
Sir, that's a yes or no answer. Sir, do you have a supervisor? Because you have been unable to give me a yes or no answer.
Like what I said, based on the information
sir, I just asked a simple question, sir.
Meaning to say it's a yes, Mr. Thomas.
Do you have a supervisor that I can speak to? You have been unable to give me a yes or no answer on a simple question.
Sir, like what I said, if you were to if you were to get my point, it's a yes answer. Like what I said, they do accept. Meaning to say it's a yes, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you very much.
So would you like to get their number?
I'll look it up, sir. You have that's all I've been asking for was an answer to help me in the direction to resolve this issue. You said the 206.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go right ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm finished. You go ahead.
I'm done as well. That's all the things that I would like you to say. I would like you to know the store address. It's 206 Morrell Road, Knoxville, Tennessee, 37919.
Okay, I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, thank you so much for doing business with Sprint. We really appreciate it. Anything else before I let you go?
No, sir. That will be all.